All right, it is insulation day. We got the cart. We're here at Home Depot. I'm gonna get 6 sheets of the 1.5 inch foam insulation. Let's try that. All right, well, we're driving back to the bus with all this above us. There we go. We'll see how we get there without it falling off. All right, I'm back in the bus, and as you can see, we got all that foam in the bus, and we got all those extra little pieces of wood. So it was kind of comical seeing this thing travel down the road, holding onto this foam. It was like a big sail. It was crazy. So right now I'm cutting up 22 of these, and they're gonna go right in here like this. And I'm thinking I can probably stand it a little proud so the paneling sits down on top of this metal plate here, so it's going to rest, so the paneling is going to sit down like this. There'll be a little black stripe down the middle of the bus. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that'll work pretty well. So 22 of these to cut, then I'm going to cut 22 of the lower ones and keep going. More cutting. Alright, so this is what I call production mode. This is my main stick I'm measuring by. I lay it onto the piece of wood that I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut right there. I'm basically got these all cut here. So I'm going to cut all the wood to length. Then I'll take the drill and I'll drill into 2 holes into each one. Once I get all of them cut, then they'll all have holes. Then I'll put screws in them, screw them most of the way through, and then I'll pound them in and drill them in just like I did on the ceiling up above. Then it'll be ready for the insulation. Oh, camera's over here. All right, I'll show you when I get this a little further along. And 22. All right, now 22 of this size. 22. Okay. Now onto the horizontal piece. Okay, I've been trying to figure this out. I'm gonna have these here standing just proud. I'll show you this side. Standing just proud, so they're gonna be sitting out like that. So they're above that flat plate there. But then, so that gives me support for putting in the paneling here. But how do I support along here? So here's my solution. I put one of these little pieces of wood, screw it to the back, and now I have an area where I can actually screw a piece of plywood to, and I'll put that at, you know, whatever intervals I need to along here. I think that'll go after the insulation goes in. So cool, good use of the extra pieces of wood. Okay, all the pieces are cut except for those last back ones and the long windows. Let's go measure those. Now, I don't use a measuring tape. I just take a piece of wood, put it up against where it needs to start. Kind of tricky doing this with one hand. And put a fingernail in where it's supposed to end. You make a little mark. You see that little mark there? So that's where I know where to cut. Now I cut that. Now you might be wondering how I'm cutting these. I'm using pruning saw, but it works quite well. This pine is pretty soft. Now, normally my other hand is holding on to this, and you see how quick this actually cuts. Just like that, nice and fast. So I need 2 of those. So now all of the wood is cut for the framing of the lower sides, and this is what we have left over. This little piece and those little pieces around there, I'll use those for little support pieces like that. All right, next step, probably to go finish the foam here. Let's get to work. If I can show you what I'm doing here. I'm cutting these thin panels. Look at this one here. And basically just push it into and slide it in like so. And as you can see, just basically trim them all basically the same length. I'll trim those all a little bit nicer later. I'll basically glue these together so they'll be locked in really tight. So then fill in the gaps on the sides. These leftover pieces, so we go back here in the corners nicely. Just like that. Woo, okay, well, that was a good couple hours. We got all that wood cut. We got all of the pieces for these, for the transitions here, all cut. Still gotta trim it down and glue it in, but they're all done. So tomorrow, I'm coming here tomorrow morning fairly early. I'm gonna glue these in on both sides. And then we're gonna screw holes in all of these, one hole in each end. And we're gonna, I think, attach those, start attaching those to the sides. And once those are all attached, we'll get the insulation up here, I think. We do have to make a count for the recessed lighting we're gonna put in here. We got these cool LED lights we're gonna put in. And I need to make sure there's room for the solar panels. Solar panels are gonna be coming down somewhere around here and rolling down to the back, probably back down here into the battery box, where that's gonna be. Cool, more progress. This is going great. I'm very excited. It's cool to get the insulation. I can't believe that. So now I'm just kind of, don't trip. I swept. Now we're just kind of cleaning up. Put these away. All right, we will thank you guys for coming. So I'd like to give a big shout out to all my donators and supporters. I want to thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without you. Keep watching. I'll keep putting posts up and updates up and showing you what I've done. But so far, we have the styrofoam in, big 1.5 inch thick styrofoam, and it's got some bend to it, so it should go on the ceiling. We'll do that tomorrow, along with, I cut all these wood pieces. We'll put those on the walls. I also got all the green up for the curved transitions. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. But thanks again. Thanks again. Have a great afternoon. Yeah, I wanted to give a quick shout out to City Tires and Repair, or Leo, who works here. Great guy. If you ever have any problems, come into San Luis Obispo and South Higuera area. Called City Tire and Repair. Awesome.